was real young. Her best friend is a skinhead chick. She knows an Asian boy named Yick. Caitlin, she is very chic, but I am still in love with a girl named Spike. A girl named Spike. And I am still in love with that girl named Spike.
You're listening to I'm in Love with a Girl Named Spike, a Degrassi podcast. I'm your host, Mike Park, along with my co-host, Hannah Eagle.
Hello.
And Rick Johnson.
Wedding of the century.
Aye. Episode 153 for us. Voices Carry. Hannah, so Voices Carry, we talked about the singer of this band a couple episodes ago. Who sings Voices Carry?
I don't know.
No way.
It has a name. Okay. The band is called Till Tuesday.
Yeah, there's no way I would have gotten that.
Do you know the song, Hannah?
I think I do know the song.
Let's hear
but
it.
I don't know who
Let's hear it.
Till Tuesday is.
Let's hear it.
Don't put her through that.
The guitar thing was bad enough.
Don't put her through that. You notice I stopped doing the synopsis because who cares? I just start with, Hannah, how does it start?
Ashley and Craig are back together. And it's super gross. Because they just are kissing a lot. And it also feels really fast to me. Whatever. Ashley's dad is getting gay married.
Why are you laughing?
Because I love it. And Ashley's mom looks so much older than the last time we saw her, and she does not like Craig.
That's true.
Understandably.
Yeah. I don't know. I think she shouldn't be meddling in her daughter's business.
For sure.
Oh, I would. You don't have a teenage daughter like I do. I would be meddling. Crazy.
What if Maggie said, Dad, Craig and I are back together, and that's it? What would you do?
I'd start yelling the F word at her and saying, hell no.
The more you say no.
And I would talk to Craig. I'm all, listen, you need to get the fuck out of here.
And you'd be like,
I'm going to kick your ass.
Kill you.
Man.
Yeah.
Mike, I don't know if I've ever heard you swear this much. You feel very passionate about your daughter not dating Craig.
Well, yeah. I mean, look what he did to her. Plus the history of getting Maddie pregnant. He's all pasty, too.
Sweaty. He's really I know he's having an episode in this episode, but he's really scary.
I don't want to harp too much on his looks, but
I go.
Does it feel like his acne is pretty insane, these two episodes?
I feel like he hit puberty real hard.
Yeah.
And it hit back.
But that's what is awesome about this show is that it's real. It's not like a 28-year-old playing a high school kid. That's what I love about Degrassi.
I have a question about this view that I'm seeing, which not to take away from the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Is this how it's going to look? Are we going to be in the stone garden?
I switched it, so I doubt maybe we're in the stone garden.
Got it.
So what we're talking about right now is what we see on our individual screens. I see something totally different than what they see.
What do you see?
Good, okay.
I just see Rick as the big picture. I'm on the top right. Hannah's on the bottom.
Yeah, I switched it to grid view because I couldn't deal with the rock garden.
Cool.
And you're still on rock garden.
I'm on rock garden. Let me.
Hey, Hannah, is Craig in the rock garden right now?
Craig is in the rock garden, and so am I. And it was just so distracting because it looked like a Jedi temple or something.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I'm crying.
We should have kept it on that. Actually,
it could still be that.
It might still be there. It's still not for me.
For people who do follow this podcast, we do no editing. Most professional podcasts, they spend a lot of time with an engineer. We just go.
Not us, baby.
We have done some editing here and there, but it's so minor. Mm-hmm. It's just like, this is what you get.
We're the best. That's why.
Yeah.
We're one of the best podcasts ever.
Out there, pretty much.
Yeah.
I've been listening to so many podcasts lately. It's actually quite enjoyable. I've been going on these monster walks, listening to pods, and I love it. Including this. I'll listen to our pod while I walk. And I'm like, this is great.
Every
It's
once in a while,
me.
we'll get a tweet where someone quotes it, and I'm like, I don't even remember that happening. And then I have to go through the whole episode to be like, oh, yeah.
I
Let's
like
get
that.
back
I like
to
that
this.
somebody really liked my Rivers Cuomo, Matt Sharp, Jimmy Craig analogy last week. It made me
How
feel
come you
better.
never respond to people?
I don't got time for that.
Oh boy, you have plenty of time.
Bull.
You read it, and you can't spend
Where
8
did they
seconds going.
Is this on
Ah.
Facebook?
It's
I think
on,
it was on
YouTube.
YouTube.
I'm not responding to
Oh
people
my
on
God.
YouTube. I
YouTube
ain't got no
comments.
time
You
for
can't
that.
respond to those.
Why?
I think it's like taboo.
I respond all the time.
Yeah,
Okay,
you just say thank you. You're welcome.
Yeah. Isn't that nice? Like I read the comment, I said thank you.
You're supposed
get
to
back to
interact.
this
That's what
episode.
I've heard.
Back to this episode, Rick. Back to this episode.
Yeah, sure.
Opening credits done. We're back at Degrassi. What's happening, Rick?
Well, Marco Spinner blasting an accordion version of that song that
I
Craig
love
wrote.
that version. I love it.
And fresh off a hot makeout sesh, Craig and Ashley bust into the room. And I understand where the $10,000 came from.
What, from the CDRs?
Yeah, they spent $10,000 on CDRs.
Were CDRs that expensive back in the day?
Well, what year is this? What, 2004, 2005?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Someone had to sit there.
Doesn't it seem odd that Craig just never went back? Don't you think he could have?
And there's a lot of oddities in part 1 and part 2 of Voices Carry. So
Yeah.
let's not jump the gun on this being a little bit odd. We'll see what's a little bit odd.
I also find it very odd that like Spinner and Marco were left high and dry, and they're the thing that they decide to do is record an accordion version of the song.
It's great. It's a great version. They should have
fun.
made it.
I don't know.
Maybe Valley-ish.
Maybe Marco shouldn't have sang because he cannot sing.
I doubt Spinner can.
They had that studio time, $10,000 worth. They had
For $10,000, couldn't they have brought in a guitarist to pick up the?
They were already in mid-session.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, but there's no way that those two jokers behind the board wouldn't like be like, "I'll play."
Plus, it felt like they got the whole song. They just missed 2 words at the end.
Yeah. I know if that was me recording that and that happened and then those 2 kids were stuck there and they're like, what are we going to do? And they're like, well, I got this accordion. I was like, I'll play the guitar part for you. Don't worry.
But let's circle back to the accordion maybe later.
Yeah. Maybe we can do an overdub of the accordion, but
Yeah.
I got the guitar part for y'all.
Yeah.
It's all good. Because he left the $4,000 guitar there.
Yeah, dude.
That's true.
Well,
yeah,
that's
and that is the guitar he's playing?
Yeah.
The 4,000. Okay.
You buy a
the weird thing
$4,000 guitar, you don't not play it at the $10,000 recording session.
And you don't leave it. You don't throw it down on the ground. The other weird thing about this episode is later he's like begging Joey for cash, and I'm like, what happened to his $10,000?
That guitar.
That's 4,000 of it. He bought a shitty amp. That's 45.
He does some other stuff. We'll see as we continue with this episode. We're in the computer lab, and what's going on, Rick?
Well, this is where the cracks start to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about it.
Wow.
Tell me about it.
Craig is texting or IMing Ashley about this wedding, and then just stops IMing and just starts yelling in the class.
Yelling. Absolutely screaming. And then also she's like, when did you write this? And he's like, I just haven't slept in a couple of days. And she's like, oh, okay.
I like that he yells at Snake.
Me too.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I like it, but I don't like it. I like just the casualness of him being crazy, and it's not affecting him.
Yeah.
He's not worried about any repercussions. The Hot Topic outfit of Ashley. Thoughts?
The tank top over the t-shirt.
Yeah.
The baby doll.
Yeah, that's a wild look.
Hey, can we talk about this shitty B plot for a second? Because we skipped over it.
Do we have to?
Let me think. Let me think if I can even remember what the B plot is. The B plot is
Let me give you a hint.
Yeah.
Like further evidence that Mr. Radich is not a good principal.
Yeah.
oh he gets moved to another school. That's the
No.
B plot.
No. Drama
No.
class. Drama club trying to make Dracula the musical.
Oh, where they use "Twinkle Twinkle Little Star" as the melody. Radishes.
Yeah. Stop.
When they're in the hallway, Liberty is getting congratulated on the great job she has done writing the play that JT is going to direct, and is it Emma or Manny pull out that box of muffins, and they're like, "I got muffins for the entire drama club." That's a small box of muffins.
It's a small club, and you know what? A lot of faces I didn't recognize in there, and a lot of faces I never expected to see in there.
But Alex
is in there.
That
then
was
some
a
kid I've
confusing-
never
Well, all I gotta say is maybe that's how she got access to dump the mustard on Rick.
Oh, true. Maybe
Yes,
this is
I'm
some
still
of the
calling
gay
it.
starting
I'm
to
still
peek
calling
out.
it mustard, even though the haters are saying it's paint.
No, it's mustard. And actually, I just looked at that screen grab yesterday. I was like, that's mustard. It's mustard.
You guys, who's the new kid in that drama class who has lines?
Some kid.
Does he ever have a line again?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Let's keep our eyes on him.
I don't recall, but yeah, let's do that.
Okay,
Radish is
before we continue on, I have a question.
Yes.
Did I miss a plot point about this play coming up, or is this just is out of nowhere? Right?
It's fully out of nowhere.
Okay, cool. I don't feel so bad.
I think. I don't remember them talking about Liberty reading all of Dracula and writing a whole play about it.
Yeah.
I don't recall either. I like it though.
Do you?
I go as far as to say I love it.
You would. No, I wouldn't.
Not as much as I love the rehab Jimmy's going through in his room. Solo mission rehab. He's just doing like pull-ups.
Yeah.
Struggling to do pull-ups, but he's trying. He's frustrated. Understandable. And who comes in? Rick.
Craig.
And well, what do they discuss?
They're discussing Craig trying to get a hotel room to take to Pound Town with Ashley.
God, you disgust me.
He got twin beds in there. Do you think Terry's down the hall? And they didn't even stop in her room.
And say hello. Oh.
Is it weird that Hazel, every time that Craig shows up, Hazel's nowhere around her injured boyfriend?
Yeah, a very good point. And
Yeah,
Craig shows
it
up
is.
a lot.
He must be going during school hours, though. He's just leaving.
Or Craig is a ghost.
No.
Okay.
This is
He
no
was-
Sixth Sense.
Or Hazel's a ghost.
Ooh.
No. Yeah. Oh, I hate the green screen when you drink the liquid out of your cup and there's nothing there.
Ginger ale.
Ghostly. That's ghostly. How I don't like Joey Jeremiah back with Caitlin because she's so ahead of like out of his league.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he's just like this kind of like borderline bankrupted old man. Caitlin is just very successful, professional, super
I
babe.
know. She's been out of his league forever. She knew this.
Yeah. Never not out of his league.
Do I look just like Craig?
Yeah.
I love it.
You know what the best line in this episode is?
What?
Comes out of Angela Jeremiah's mouth.
What did she say?
More pizza.
She knows what's up.
That was a real loose set that day. That I was just like, wow, they look really relaxed. Well, not Craig. Craig didn't look relaxed.
So at the wedding, like the wedding rehearsal, I guess, they're setting up the Ashley's, is it her aunt that's supposed to be this hottie? She's kind of like, she's messed up looking.
I love.
She was on Blue Mountain State. You ever watch Blue Mountain State?
I don't know what that is.
Yeah. It's kind of like Friday Night Lights, but not really.
Oh, okay.
What did she play?
Some lady.
A slut.
Yeah.
She has to. But I love this aunt. I think she would be on the spinoff.
So
yeah, of course.
The Wasaga Beach spinoff.
The Wasaga Beach spinoff, yeah. When she's like tall, dark, and hopelessly lost.
So Ash, that's Ashley's dad's fiance's sister. Right? Who's probably the same age as Ashley, right?
Yeah.
No,
okay.
Come on.
You don't think so?
She might be like 19.
22.
22?
Yeah, she's got this fake tan. She's kind of busted looking, but kind of hot at the same time. Very awkward. I
know,
feeling.
and Toby's hitting on her later. Ugh. Did you remember that? He's chasing her around the gay bar.
Yeah.
I can't remember that. Okay.
Also, this gay bar was designed and written by someone who has never been to a gay bar in their life. It looks like the genie's lamp from I Dream of Jeannie.
How do you know what gay bars look like in 2004?
You make a really good point. I guess exactly. I don't.
How old were you in 2004?
2000. Let me walk it back.
He was 11.
I think that's right. 1992 to 12.
All right.
Yeah, 12. I was off by 1 year. The hotel that Craig gets, that looks like a pretty ghetto hotel.
It's not good. The beds. Whenever you enter a hotel room and the bedspread is that floral print, you're like,
yeah, that quilty.
Yeah, get me out of here.
I love it.
When he goes to town on the extras, he has a good 12-pack of condoms. He's got rose petals on the floor.
When he says, she's like, if you brought something, and he's like, never again will I be without. I was like, how can she still want to fuck him when he just brought up the fact that he got Manny pregnant?
That's the whole twist on this that makes me angry. I'd say sick. More than angry. I don't like the post-sex scene where
scrolling.
Ashley's hair is all messed up.
You don't like the JBF? Crying. You don't like the JBF hair of Melissa McIntyre?
Dude.
No.
I didn't like that he was going through like pay-per-view too. That was weird.
We also missed that key plot point in this episode where Craig is like, Joey, give me your credit card. I'll pay you back. And then Craig steals the credit card.
Yeah.
Potentially the lowest rent credit card that I've ever seen in my life. Like Joey's credit is so bad that he basically has this credit card that looks like he got it from a guy named Stan. He has a bank at the corner of Degrassi Street.
Yeah. Sorry.
What was the name of the card?
It's just like gold and it's like credit card.
Yeah, it looked like shit. It definitely wasn't, it wasn't a Discover.
The other lowest rent credit card.
Yeah.
It
wasn't even that.
Who has Discover? Does anyone have a Discover credit card?
Discover is so rare that when people have Discover and they come into my restaurant, they're like, do you take this? And I have to be like, probably. It's been a while since I checked, but let's try it together.
I had an oh shit moment the other day. I had to pay for some vet bills and I used my Amex and it got declined. I was like, oh no. I'm like, wait. I was like, oh wait, you just don't take Amex, do you? They're like, no. I'm like, okay, cool.
Phew, close one, huh? Right?
Yeah. Like, ooh, I thought I was going to be embarrassed, but it just turns out you're not.
That is the worst when your card gets declined and you don't know why.
Do we want to add anything?
You do know why.
To the hotel scene? I'm guessing this was Ashley's first time?
Yeah,
seems
but
like
not his. That's why he's so chill.
Yeah, she is crying.
She's gushing big globby tears. Yeah.
She is about to go see her mom. Immediately go hang out with her mom at a party for her dad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Boy.
So this is her first time.
And she says, Craig, you're coming with me.
Oh God, her terrible last words. You're coming with
Her
me.
first and last mistake.
Do we want to talk about this B plot at the dot as they sing the song?
I do want to talk about one thing.
Okay.
So Manny and Liberty are talking about potentially making this song happen. And Liberty's like, I've invited JT over to the hot tub. We're gonna write this song.
Yeah.
The second best line in this episode is basically Manny implying to Liberty to look at JT's dick in the hot tub.
What did she say?
What does she say? How did I miss this?
Manny is just like, oh, just don't get JT in the hot tub. And then it's like,
you think that's what she meant?
Absolutely. There's no way that Manny
Wasn't Liberty there when they saw his dick?
I don't know.
It was her house.
Yeah, she was there.
But maybe her back was turned. I don't know.
I do remember the brother being there and Manny definitely being there. I feel like maybe Liberty was not there yet.
Yes. Well, definitely Toby was there for sure.
But she must know. That doesn't stay a secret.
Danny was telling her.
Danny told everybody.
I really love Danny. I hope to explore more with Danny. Okay, now I see Toby trying to hit on them.
Chasing her around.
Hot take.
Aunt-in-law.
Hot take. Ashley and Ashley's mom, same haircut.
Yeah. That's not even that hot of a take. They got the same haircut. Maybe they went for a 2 for 1.
Yeah.
What's the aunt's name? Sally? Might as well be. We'll never see her again, but I love her so much.
Guinevere.
Yeah.
I
Shelley.
just like Toby. I didn't even realize Toby was hitting on her. Now that I see it,
isn't it fun?
It's very enjoyable. I think Ashley's mom is very attractive. I think she's very pleasant.
Okay.
I don't think she's aged at all.
She does have very 90s sitcom mom vibes to me.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
I do find nice.
More than nice.
More than nice.
Look at Toby dancing. Toby dancing with his mom, and then when we start calling her Sally? Is that what we just start calling her?
I thought it was Sally. I thought it was Shelley, but I realized Shelley is the lunch lady in the play. So I'm wrong about
let's keep it as Sally. So when he's dancing with his mom, Sally walks by and he leaves to try to dance with her, and then she starts dancing with another guy. It's a little comedy, at least comedy genius bits.
Little background things like that.
Fantastic. So for this rehearsal dinner, this is kind of a fancy rehearsal dinner. What the heck's going on? Who is dancing at a rehearsal dinner?
Well,
I mean, I've done, for those who don't know, as a side gig, I officiate weddings. So I've been to literally hundreds of weddings, and I've never seen a rehearsal that's been this fancy.
Well, how many weddings in Toronto have you done?
None. I tried to get.
There's your problem.
When I worked at the hotel, we had a couple of rehearsal dinners that were kind of fancy, but there wasn't a dance floor because that's kind of crazy.
You saved that for the wedding.
Yeah.
Well, do you think this is the writers not knowing how to write for a gay couple?
I don't know.
I have to assume.
I mean, I'm not against it. I think that's a baller move to have an opportunity to dance the night before the wedding. I'm totally for it.
I mean, a gay bar rehearsal dinner is fun.
Did anyone notice the way that Craig closes the curtains around him when he walks into the dance floor?
I don't recall at all. Hannah?
Like he's going on stage. He's lost it. He's off of. No, he hasn't slept in 3 days.
He hasn't slept. He's got his dead mom's ring in his pocket.
Oh God.
He looks so bad with the suit on. He just looks.
Well, you know what he looks like? He looks like when they did that play, he was pretending to be his dad. And he's pretty much doing that that scene almost. Do you
But
remember
he's
what I'm talking
back. I think I know what you're talking about. I 100% know what you're talking about.
Oh, all
And
right.
I agree. I agree, Hannah.
Got it.
Hannah,
Yeah.
if you were Ashley,
Right.
maybe
Yes.
maybe
She
1
would
hour
say yes.
maybe 1 hour post doing the deed with your lover,
Yeah.
and that boy comes back with his dead mom's ring and proposes to you at your dad's wedding, rehearsal wedding. Would you say yes or no?
I would say no, because A, I like know a manic episode when I see one. And also B, do you think that's his dead dad's suit
Yeah.
and his dead mom's ring?
Yeah. When he was looking for that ring, I was like,
Yeah.
you're keeping it in a shoebox full of springs? Like,
Singing his own song, going through the box. This is truly his like Joker origin story. This is his Joker.
Okay, so is that what you're talking about, Rick? When after she turns him down and he goes through the drapes, that's what you're talking about?
Yeah.
What a weird flex on your end, but okay. I like that Danny is in the hot tub with Liberty and JT with a snorkel and goggles. And
So weird.
And fins.
Oh, he's got fins on.
He's got fins on. Like, how are you using those fins in that hot tub?
Yeah, he's a genius. I like this guy.
Danny's cool.
Yeah. I'm ready for him to take a bigger role.
Yeah.
I don't remember Danny much at all from my first watch through decades ago. Do we want to discuss this hot tub scene at all?
No. It's whatever.
This is definitely the beginning of JT and Liberty. Like, there's feelings happening for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. JT really got humbled this season. His come up has plateaued.
Well, when your dick is as large as a stack of dimes and the whole school knows, there's nowhere to go but Liberty.
You're kind of right. And Liberty's brother is the one that tells everybody.
Do you remember any of the lyrics that they come up with in this?
It's bad. It's bad song.
Is this Radishes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Radishes.
Red and white or some bullshit.
Yeah. And then like Injustice, something about how he's oppressive. I don't know how they think that's going to go over with Mr. Radich.
Both have decent voices, though. Actually, like JT, like a singing voice. I'm like, oh, they must have done like some kind of musicals when they were young. They have professional background.
Yeah, they're in Degrassi, The Next Generation. They had an audition. They didn't just go to the guidance counselor at school and be like, I want to be an actor. And then they're on a national television program all of a sudden.
Very different from the original Degrassi.
Yeah.
Very, very different.
So true.
We are in the main part of the episode where Craig is just destroying the hotel room. Just destroying it as the phone rings.
I can't believe it's so crazy when he proposes and she's like, no. And he's like, no, I want you to marry me. She's like, yeah, no, I know I'm not going to marry you. And then he's like, no. He's scared.
Craig smash.
Craig angry.
God. So he is lost it. Do we ever hear like in previous episodes if he was prescribed a med or diagnosed with anything?
This is like the first time I think
this is when it happens.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
That's a hard one.
That's it frames him like ready to Hulk out. And that's it.
Okay,
so
some would say.
Next week, episode 2 of Voices Carry. Until then, have a blessed day.
Whoa. All right.
And
bye.
peace be with you as well.